Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to talk about Splinterlands. So yeah, another AMA update today, which we'll go through in a bit. And season end is coming in 12.5 hours. So that's pretty soon. I'm pretty excited. So what you're seeing here is my secondary account. And right now it's only at silver 3, but I'm already at a rating of 2k. This is actually quite surprising because this 2k rating that I only got it today. I increased my rating at around 400. Just today, which is astonishing. If you see my win rate here, it's like incredible. I like only lost once, and I don't know, for the past maybe 10-15 games I've just been winning consistently, and I don't know why, because this doesn't normally happen. So this is the first time that it happened. I don't know if it's because of the season end. I'm not facing very strong players. I'm just facing like regular players. They may have certain units that are more upgraded than what I have, but again, what I have in my secondary account is not that strong. As you can see, my DEC account, value that I have in this account is not very big at all. And I had to struggle with the DEC supply at the moment because I wasn't able to play full blown for the past week or so I wasn't able to accumulate enough DEC. But I'd say for today I was able to accumulate almost around 200 DEC for this entire session, which is not bad. 200 DEC per day is actually fairly good, and I should have maybe pushed it a bit more in the long term. And one big surprise, a guild actually adopted me, so I'm gonna try and build this account too. Even though if it's a secondary account, I think it's important to start building up maybe at least 2 accounts right now, because I don't really have the focus and attention that I can work on to have maybe more than 2 at the moment. I do have more than 2 accounts, but the rest are just sitting there not doing anything because of the bot nerf, for example. No, not the bot nerf, but more of like the rewards for Novice and Bronze 3 are like gone, right? It's like you're not gonna earn much anymore, or pretty much nothing. So my bots are kind of useless, so I stopped using the bots. So what I'm planning to do is, maybe once I have a bit more focus or time, then I'll probably build my 3rd account. So I'll have at least 3 that are being ranked up quite a bit, because it really helps building up your collection, or my collection. And my main account is doing okay, but in my opinion I think I can do more. So if you're wondering what exactly do I have in this account in terms of card, what did I rent, so I can probably show it to you here. I didn't rent much for this set. I was thinking like I didn't even think that I would even get to 2,000 rating. If I only knew that I'll be able to do that, I would have rented more collection power, but I guess, I didn't believe in myself at the moment. But in any case, so let's see, rented to me. So you'll see I have quite a bit of alpha beta cards. As I've mentioned before in my previous videos on Splinterlands, these are being rented cheap for some reason. So this would help you earn a bit more DEC. Right, so you can see that my water deck here is just pretty basic. These are actually one of the cheapest cards, like Sea Genie and Captain's Ghost. They're not really that expensive, so I would normally rent them maybe 30 to 60 days if I have the DEC. The one that I would say the most critical, as I've mentioned in my previous video, is Axemaster and Lobstradamus. These 2 cards are very strong in my perspective, and they might be a bit more expensive in terms of rental. Let's see how much is. I don't think it's good to look at rentals for Lobstradamus at close, so it's a little bit more expensive right now. It's at 8 DEC per day. I'm not sure it's because of the season close, but it's a lot higher than usual, but it's worth it in my opinion. I would rent this for 30 days if possible, if you can afford it. It's just a very strong tank. A tank with magic attack, what more could you look for in terms of a card, right? So again, the most important card that, in my perspective, is the Axemaster. This card is like fire. I love this card. This card is so strong. I should probably buy a card for this particular account, but if I can afford it, but maybe not. Look at the rental. Like, this one is very cheap. I don't know why it's being rented for 1 DEC. 2 DEC. Let me hang on. I don't know if it's available. Even if I'm rented right now, this is like super cheap. I'm gonna try and get it rented for another 30 days, but I don't think it'll be available. Normally when you buy in the market at in the main game, it just takes so long. All right, never mind. There will be opportunities in the long run. So this is pretty much what I have in my water build. And for my life, as I mentioned earlier, this one is my key go-to card, which is the Silver Shield Assassin. This guy can actually hard carry you. These two guys, the double damage guys, not double damage, double attack minions are very strong. I would highly recommend to have them. If you can own one, very good for you. It can carry you from bronze to silver, and gold I don't know, because again, I've only managed to reach gold 3 and I've really got further than that yet, because I didn't really put much time and attention at the moment, and I don't know how much you need to invest to get to higher than gold 3, right? So I mean, if you're facing enemies at that level, pretty much they would have leveled up cards, even if the basic cards that they have would probably be at least level 3 or level 4, and it's gonna be a bit harder to fight against them. But again, right now it's working well. For this deck, I don't know if it's because of the season end. Maybe most of the high tier players are already at the level where they want to be. So of course, the ones that you're fighting right now are pretty much us, who are stragglers in the game. In terms of neutral, these are the only two ones. I hardly use Goblin Mech because it's too expensive in terms of cost when you're trying to play it. So I only use it maybe once or twice, probably the entire season. Sandworm, again, this is also a very good card, especially if you have high mana. Fights definitely a must pick in most cases, so it's a very strong one. So yeah, so that's all I'm renting, really. For the gold cards, of course, you need to rent gold cards so you can get to where you want to be. So I only have like 4 cards being rented at the moment, so I can get 15,000 collection power. Again, you really have to be very careful in terms of rentals, because some of the renters actually can cancel your rent like a couple of days before the season ends, so just keep an eye out for that. It happened to me today. I lost my rental, like I lost 10,000 collection power, so I had to rent again at the cost of an exponential 400 DEC just to get a 10,000 collection power. And it's very painful for me because this is not a very big account. Like, you know, I'm struggling in DEC just to build up my account, right? But that's how it is, you know. I mean, that's the market, right? I mean, my opinion is you need to really grind harder when you're playing this, especially if you don't really have much budget and you're living on rentals. You really need to grind more on a daily basis. I think if you can drop it down to maybe 70% in terms of DEC ratings, capture rate, then that would be very good, because that means you pretty much almost maximize what you have for DEC earnings for that particular day. Alright, so next thing is, let's go for the AMA updates. So they had an AMA yesterday, if I remember correctly. Yes, yesterday. So let's go through some of the quick updates. So for Chaos Legion, so they did mention here that it's going to start in December. So that's going to be exciting. That's almost just a month from now, which is fairly close. So that's when we can open the packs. They're not going to release the Modern Wild format immediately. Probably maybe a few days after, or maybe a week after. I'm not sure. So, but they're definitely going to release it in the same month as well. Brawl phrase and tournaments won't be updated immediately with Chaos Legion release. So they want the players to first understand maybe the decks that's available for Chaos Legion, what we can build. And just take note, right? So for Chaos Legion, the base set will be available for new players to play. So just take note that I think Alpha, Beta, and Promo are going to cycle out. And what's going to be left would be the Untamed Dice and Chaos Legion set. So this is what we're going to have as a free set when we're going to start playing the game. Now the 13 airdrops after the pre-sale will have different chances per pack. So again, it depends on the rarity of the card. So the higher the rarity, then the lower chances of getting that airdrop. So guaranteed amounts will be different for airdrops. Only the buyer of the packs from the in-game store will receive airdrops. So if you bought your cards, let's say in Atomic Hub, you're not gonna get airdrop cards that will be available for the players. So just take note of that. And you can see here it's pretty cheap right now, like $10 to $11 per pack. If I had like a lot of budget, I would probably buy these and hold. Let's say I'll buy maybe around 25 packs. Those are the ones that I'll just never open, and another 25 packs which I will probably open, so 50 packs. Then you know, look at the Untamed booster pack here. Like, it's priced at around $80. And is this the minimum price? yeah, it's the minimum price. And imagine what happens to Chaos Legion packs in the long run. It might go to that price, right? Of course, I don't plan to sell it at that price. Maybe I'll probably sell it at around 50 bucks. But definitely you'll make a lot of money from these card packs. But of course, it's going to be along the road down the line. It'll be a few months. So you'll just probably hold on to it and use it to let you earn some SPS airdrops. So each pack will give you around 300 SPS airdrop point. I think it's a good investment in my perspective. Then you can also buy land, just in case you don't know, right? So you can buy lands here. So you can see that the price of land, let's go to the lowest. It's over $700. Oh yeah, so $700 for each land. I think these are going to be very valuable, probably next year. I'm really considering getting one if I had enough budget, but right now I don't. So you can buy lands here. You can also buy lands in Hive Engine. I've never done it here before, so the lowest one is at 670, but again, it doesn't necessarily mean it's 670, right? Depending on if people are willing to purchase at that amount. Then you can also see here vouchers, so you can see the price of vouchers here is at 15 bucks. Again, if you're the type of player who really wants to get the airdrops, the exclusive airdrop chances, then you would want to have the vouchers, right? So you want to have that, and you need to buy the packs within the game, not outside. So if you buy outside, you won't be able to get airdrops. So you're gonna pay a bit of a premium if you want to get into that. So like 15 bucks for the voucher, then you need to pay 4 bucks for the pack. So it's gonna cost you around 19 bucks. So up to you if you want to go through that route. So vouchers, there's a couple more updates here. Once they finish the pre-sale, the vouchers will be given out double the rate. That's great, because I'm gonna be able to get at least one voucher per day if this happens. That'll be good. But right now I'm not getting more than I'm just getting like 0.5, 0.6 vouchers per day. So I'm just trying to get what I have. So the vouchers will be required for the first 2 million packs in public sale. Then after that, then vouchers will no longer be required, and people can buy the packs directly without the vouchers. So after 2 million packs are sold, vouchers will be required only to receive bonus packs. So if you want to get the discounts, like this one's, like if you purchase like maybe 100 packs, you get 10% bonus packs. 500 you get 15% bonus packs, and 2000 you get 20% bonus packs. So that's what it means. Then going forward, vouchers will remain critical in getting the coolest assets in game. So vouchers doesn't make the Splinterlands team any money, but they will provide value to SPS, definitely. So it means that, I guess, moving forward, as long as you stake, then you will still get vouchers. Then you will have some uses for the vouchers in the long run, if they introduce new items in the game or something like that. Then this is also looking good. Like potions, they will have airdrop potions, guild related potions, land related potions. May require vouchers to buy. Oh wow, okay, they're gonna do that. That's gonna be painful. But again, I guess it adds incentive for people to stake SPS even more, probably. So they're really working into ideas on how to maximize the usage of SPS, right? What would encourage people to stake SPS? Having more use cases for your main token will add more value to that token, and people will be encouraged to purchase SPS in the long run. So scaling and dev works, I don't see any updates here regarding the new expansion for land. So hopefully they would find time to work on that, because that's something I've been really curious in the long term, right? Because that's the feature that they actually delayed indefinitely, only because of the scaling issue that they encountered this particular second half of the year. Right now they're working on the tickets. I know that they receive a ton of tickets, and sometimes it takes a while for them to resolve, because I had an issue before where I bought spellbooks for my new accounts, and I think one of them didn't get confirmation for some reason, and I had to raise a ticket, and it took them like maybe 4 days just to get it resolved. So hopefully they can fix that. Land, there's no updates. Then roadmap, so they will have animations, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for that. They have a sample down here and new card skins, so that's pretty cool. So this is what we're seeing. So they already revealed one legendary card. If you're just like me, right? I only use mostly level 1 cards at the moment. If I'm gonna look at this card, it's just an expensive slime with 1 damage. I mean, it's an okay card. It's not something I would probably use in the meta. But definitely if you get it to level 3 or level 4, I mean even at level 2 I think it's pretty okay because the poison is pretty strong. But level 3, level 4 will probably maximize the usage because that's when this card will get the 2 damage power. I mean the 2 magic damage power, so that's pretty good. And it's for cost, not that expensive. I really just don't like the HP, it's really small. It can get taken out quite easily, although it will have scavenge. But again, I don't know. For the card, I think overall it's an okay card, I guess. Then they will have concept arts, Easter eggs. I'm not exactly familiar with the Easter eggs, wallpapers. So this is the animations that I'm referring to. If they can add animations to the card itself, like looking like this one, it's gonna be so cool, right? I mean, look at Heartclaw. And there's even an attack and animation. That's so awesome. So if they have this in the cards, wow. I don't know if they're gonna add it in for free. I would assume you have to pay for some of these. These look sick. I really like it. So anyways, that's pretty much the update for the AMA. And with that, guys, I'm going to end my video here. So good luck with your season end rewards. Hopefully you get a lot of good cards out there. See you in my future videos. Take care, guys.